podcast story, The Hidden Island. Welcome to The Hidden Island, an English story podcast full of mystery, adventure, and learning. In this episode, you will follow Emma and Daniel as they discover a secret island that changes their lives forever. Part 1, The Storm at Sea. Emma and Daniel were sailing on a small boat during their summer holiday. The sky was clear at first, but suddenly dark clouds gathered. The wind grew stronger, and waves crashed against the boat. They tried to control the sail, but the storm pushed them far away from the coast. Hours passed, and when the storm finally calmed, they realized they were lost in the middle of the ocean. Part 2, The Strange Shore. As the sun rose, they saw land in the distance. It was an island they had never seen on any map. The beach was covered with black sand, and tall cliffs surrounded it. Birds with bright feathers flew above, making strange sounds. Emma whispered, "This place feels different." Part 3, The Abandoned Village. Walking inland, they discovered wooden houses, broken and empty. The village seemed abandoned for many years, yet they felt as if someone was watching them. On one wall, Daniel noticed carvings of symbols, spirals, stars, and arrows, all pointing toward the forest. Part 4, The Compass Appears. Inside one of the houses, Emma found an old compass lying on a dusty table. Strangely, the needle didn't point north. It spun and then stopped, pointing directly toward the forest. Daniel said, "Maybe it wants us to follow." Part 5, The Forest of Echoes. The forest was dark and full of echoes. Every step they took seemed louder than normal. Shadows moved between the trees, though no one was there. Suddenly they heard a voice. "Keep walking. The island will test you." Part 6, The River of Mirrors. They reached a river so clear it looked like glass. When Emma looked into the water, she didn't see her reflection, she saw herself as a child. Daniel saw himself as an old man. The compass needle glowed, and they understood. The river showed their past and future. Part 7, The Guardian Statue. On the other side of the river stood a giant stone statue of a warrior. Its eyes glowed blue. The statue spoke, "Only those with courage may continue." Emma and Daniel held hands, and the statue slowly stepped aside, letting them pass. Part 8, The Cave of Whispers. The compass led them into a cave. The walls whispered secrets. Trust each other. Do not fear. The deeper they went, the louder the whispers became, until they reached a golden door. Part 9, The Golden Door. The door had no lock, but it asked a question carved into the stone. What is the greatest treasure? Emma answered, "Friendship." Daniel added, "Wisdom." The door opened with a bright light. Part 10, The Hidden Library. Inside was a library filled with books written in languages they didn't know. One book opened by itself and said, "You are part of the island now. Learn its stories and you will understand its power." Part 11, The Trial of Fire. Suddenly flames surrounded them, but they didn't burn. The fire tested their bravery. Emma closed her eyes and walked forward. Daniel followed. The fire disappeared, leaving only warm light. Part 12, The Meeting with the Elder. An old man appeared, dressed in robes made of leaves. He said, "I am the elder of the island. Few arrive here. You were chosen because you seek knowledge and courage." Part 13, The Secret Revealed. The elder explained that the island was invisible to ordinary maps. It appeared only to those who were ready to learn its lessons. The compass was the key, guiding travelers through challenges of heart and mind. Part 14, The Farewell Gift. Before leaving, the elder gave them a crystal shaped like a star. This will remind you of the island. Use it when you need strength. Emma and Daniel thanked him with deep respect. Part 15, The Journey Home. The compass needle finally pointed back to the sea. Their boat was waiting at the shore, repaired as if by magic. As they sailed away, Emma looked back at the island. It was already fading into mist. Daniel said, "We will never forget this adventure." Thank you for listening to The Hidden Island. Remember, the greatest treasures are courage, wisdom, and friendship. Join us again for another adventure in English storytelling.